Work it. Work it. Work it. Nice work. Work it. Work it out. I gotta get to work it. Nice work. Cautious men at work. I'm unemployed, bitch. I got no work.
Mark.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Sunday. I'm Brian.
My name is Andy.
I don't know if you can see boxes behind us and such like that, but we are in the midst of moving, but we could not skip this week because a lot of really crazy crap happened. So we are going to take at least a few minutes here to try to you know,
Catch up.
catch up. So where do we start? Oh, with Alcide taking his clothes off.
Yes. And then Sookie barfing all over him. What a Debbie Downer. That's what schnapps will do.
That is what schnapps will do. And then Bill and Eric show up.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we thought it was just going to be them,
Cock block.
Cocker Spaniel blocking Alcide, but she threw up first, so I guess it was technically she kind of did it to herself.
She did it to herself.
It's a good thing that Alcide didn't like eat it or something like that, because you know dogs have been known to eat throw up, right? You know.
So then they
go up to find
Russell
Russell
down.
through Alcide's employee Doug.
Why was
who's
Doug
glamored.
brought for the whole thing? Like,
Yeah, I don't know why she couldn't just read his mind and then they could leave him behind. And when they got to the Babcock Hospital, he's like, yeah, this is where I brought him, I remember. And then they're like, well, where do you think he's inside? I don't know, let's go find out. It's like, well, why don't you just ask Doug? Like, Doug has all this in his head. What? Anyway.
but it was a cool, creepy old hospital, so we liked
it was. That was fun. That was fun. And we had, like, hopping rats. Eric had a really funny line about New York City. Said New York City smells like pee and the people are rude.
That's
kind of right.
No, yeah,
It's not right. We get Russell's gorgeous music, which I love. And then you hear like barking outside or something. There was like some kind of outside, and then that was the end of that.
Oh, but then Alcide gets like bent over or something, or drops to the ground.
Yeah, something happened.
Something happened there, but then we saw in the clip he's
maybe the
being
schnapps
pulled
hit
off
him
somewhere. I don't know.
I think the schnapps just hit him.
Love that Russell's back, but really, where is that going to go?
It took long enough. I think he even said that. It's like,
Yeah,
what
he
took you
did.
so
He's
long?
like, you finally.
Tara's kind of misbehaving a little bit. Pam is already sick of being a parent, which we kind of knew. Saw coming. So Jessica sees her
An opportunity.
Floundering. But then Tara hooks up with Hoyt, and Jess gets all jealous.
This is why girls can't be friends.
Nope, never.
No, we're gonna just see a big girl fight next week.
Don't forget Tara was like a cage fighter like 2 weeks ago or whatever. So
Oh, that's right.
my money'd be on her, actually.
Well,
and I like that she finally got out of that bloody Tennessee tuxedo.
Apparently, she's the same size as Pam.
I know. Jason
in his He-Man PJs.
That was so cute.
That was.
You flipped out.
Adorable.
You totally flipped out.
I was like, I want those.
You're like, they don't make those in adult size.
I know.
Like you knew, like you had tried to buy them already.
Well, they were supposed to be like I'm sure that they were supposed to be underoos, because I think he was about a kid back around the early. Is it back in the 80s? No, the 80s. Yeah. No. So whatever. Wardrobe, call me.
He has a flashback
anyway.
to it was like around Christmas and his parents, and then he saw them; they were dead.
That was kind of cool, like the blood spewing from their neck.
Into their cereal.
It's like, what's wrong, Jason?
So then he wakes up naked, and then Andy also wakes up naked. With that really funny scene with Arlene, which I liked.
But why would
we are
Arlene...
getting so much naked Andy Belfo this season. They both are getting called to the crime scene where Emery and Suzanne were killed.
Suzanne.
Sam is there still, and he was a little candid about being a shifter to Andy. We were both kind of like,
what? Yeah.
okay.
Like Andy just takes the news like, oh, okay, so you all are shifters.
But I guess he knows.
And I just had sex.
Wait, doesn't
with
Andy
Barry.
know?
I guess. I kind of... You know, there's so much going on so quickly.
But
Like,
Sam shifted to help to kill Marianne, and didn't Andy know that? I think Andy knew.
you can make me bust out my DVDs.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's not important. We're talking about this season.
So-
Anyway, everyone was naked, and we love it. So apparently,
And whoever shot them was also potentially after vampires because they were wooden bullets.
with silver centers.
Tips.
Silver
Yeah.
tips.
And then he goes to tell Luna, and apparently Emma is still having her littlest werewolf pajama jammy jam in the other room, and then Sam goes outside and he gets shot, and then Luna comes inside and she gets shot, and
She
then
gets shot like 5 times.
Emma comes outside and then she turns into a puppy. It's the cutest thing.
Oh my god, that was the cutest getaway ever.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of rednecks in a truck with Obama masks on, from what I could tell, right?
I don't know. They were just stupid.
It was stupid.
It would be more interesting if it was some like secret person that you wouldn't know, and then at the end of the season it was like somebody you knew really well, and you're like,
Or something. But just like kind of like a band of marauding
so it's
gun
just like
enthusiasts.
it's just
kind of like, all right.
it's another, you know, political faction we have to deal with. Anyway,
Do you think Luna's dead?
I think Luna is gonna go away, and it really bums me out. Sam is
Me
still
too.
around.
I love Luna.
I don't know. Is he gonna have to take care of the
Of
baby?
Emma?
Of Emma?
Emma has no parents potentially now, so.
Or maybe she's gonna like come across the other werewolf pack.
Dude, that'd be weird.
Maybe grandma, then, you know, toothless grandma's gonna
Where
find
has
her.
she been?
Oh my God,
she's
my
her
little
grandma.
baby girl.
Yeah, she's gonna go after
My little
her.
baby girl.
They shoot shifters, don't they?
All shifters.
Whether or not they're
All
horses.
shifters go to heaven.
Oh.
Anyway, can we just talk about Jesus's decapitated head,
What
sewn
the
up lips? Like,
What is going on? Okay, so we catch up with Lafayette, and he literally, this is the scene. He literally comes into the house, and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe that just happened to me. Sookie's gonna get herself killed if I make her car crash itself like that all the time." It was like the worst exposition, bad, like off Broadway. Nobody does
explain it.
that. Nobody walks in and starts talking to themselves about what just happened to them. Oh, that was terrible.
but it was kind of
I
cool
feel
that
so
all,
bad
you
for
know,
him.
all his religious icons he's been trying to find reassurance with. They all talk back to him.
They sass
They're
him.
like, "Life is hard.
Mm-mm.
Too bad."
And then he wakes up and Jesus' head is there.
But what is he trying to say?
I don't know. And then he goes to his mom, and like she's like, "Jesus, where you been?"
I know, she's just like, "Oh,
Terry and Patrick and Eller was not long for this world, clearly. So he turns out that he did not burn down the houses of the other people in the platoon. No, they were cursed by an Iraqi woman after
What?
they shot her, and then before they shot her and set her on fire. Who released it? You knew what this was as soon as they said it.
yes, my years of Dungeons and Dragons has paid off."
Whoa. First time in the universe that sentence has ever been spoken aloud.
I know how many hit dice they are. What type of weapons affect them?
Magic missiles?
No. They are magical demons with fiery powers from Islamic culture, so that was appropriate, I suppose. But they were ifrit are often enslaved by humans via magic. So many storylines going on.
Yeah, so he's dead.
Luna, Hoyt's new Adam Lambert outfit.
Oh my god, Hoyt.
You look kind of. It's like you're a little too old for that.
Yeah.
Maybe if you know.
He's Hoyton, alright. In the wardrobe department.
But it was kind of cute, you know. If you went for that look, so that's okay. It was okay. It was okay. You're just a little too old. That's
He's a little too old. A little silly.
all.
It says the 37-year-old in the kitten t-shirt.
Whatever.
So what was your whatever Sookie moment?
Right. Barfing.
Hello.
You know, you should barf before you start making out.
Mm-hmm.
And then wait barf.
Who
brush your
hasn't been
teeth,
there?
And then
Yeah, I mean, you know, you kind of
you go,
excuse yourself
me,
for a second.
and then you're back, and it's
and
all
you,
good.
then you do a little quick brush up.
Anyway, now you got a stain on your grand's carpet. What about you?
Clearly when she threw up on Elsie. He takes his shirt off and she throws up. What is wrong with her? Who's in the creepy corner this week?
Well, Hoya is kind of creepy because he's playing this weirdo Fangbanger card now when all he wanted to do was hate fangs. So, what is going on? You're just being creepy, and now you look even creepier.
Still in the creepy corner, Hoyt?
I think that's kind of it.
Okay, so Hoyt, you can enjoy the creepy corner all to yourself this week.
You get extra room. You can stretch out.
Mm-hmm. This is the part where we write down the character with whom we would most like to do bad things this week. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is it Alcide?
Of course.
Hello, that was a no-brainer.
There's a no-shirter.
Ridiculous. Can we just talk about how ridiculous he is? I mean, in Magic Mike, he was even more ridiculous.
If that's ridiculous, I don't want to be ridiculous.
No, this is...
Yes, Alcide, harder and more often. Thank you.
Yeah, really, you need to...
We won't throw up on you, Alcide. We promise. And we won't make you drink peach schnapps. Neither. We got all the begging strips you need right here, girl. Okay.
Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits and bits and bits. We have a question of authority. This one's from the blog comments at campblood.org. This is from Psych Nerd. I don't know how to interpret that. Is someone who really likes the show Psych? Or someone who...
Psychic nerd?
Is psychic who's a nerd? Or someone who's psycho who's a nerd? Or someone...
Who's really psyched.
But just
as a
psyched
nerd.
about nerds. The candy.
I like that one.
I like the grape ones.
Ooh.
What actress would you want to see cast as Lilith? The ultimate feminist vampire. Andy.
Me first?
Mm-hmm. Age Before Beauty.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like a Charlize Theron kind of evil queen type thing. Charlize, because you know she's everywhere right now anyway, so she might as well be in this show. And she's good. I enjoy her. I was gonna say Sandra Bernhard, but you know, I don't know. What would you say?
Maybe this is too easy of a selection, and maybe it's because we watched The Faculty the other night. Bebe Neuwirth. Because she already played Lilith on Cheers. So, why not again?
Oh my god, wait.
And come on, she's amazing.
Wait, do you even know who would be more amazing and more relevant?
Shaquille O'Neal on a tiger.
Wait.
Grace
Jones. On top of Shaquille O'Neal.
On
top of a tiger. On top of an ifrit.
That's an Ifrito pie. How about Tilda Swinton?
Oh.
Suzanne Plachette. What about
Sophia Loren.
What about Maureen Stapleton?
What about Lily Tomlin?
Tony Tennille.
What about Yarnell without shields? Wait, what if it's just Miss Piggy? Like,
Miss Piggy.
She's like hiding behind the
Next week at the Authority when Miss Piggy says, "Hiya!" Thank you, Psych Nerd.
I hope you like that answer.
We hope we do see Lilith eventually. So this is a great question. Psych Nerd, thank you very much.
Maybe we've already seen her.
Maybe we have already seen her. Maybe she's somebody she's saying she's not. I don't know. But if you would like your question to be considered for the question or authority, you could leave it in the blog post comments, the YouTube comments, you could tweet to @CampBloodBuzz or @AndySwist. You could write on a piece of paper, make it in an airplane, and throw it at Brooklyn. Whatever you want. And all the questions that are read this season will be entered into a raffle at the end of the season for a special prize. You can also be entered in the raffle by clicking the donate button, and you'll be entered once for every $5 you donate on campblood.org. So
it's so easy.
Thank you. So what would you rate this episode?
Oh. I don't know. I give it a 6. It left me wanting a lot more. I don't know.
Alcide.
Well, the whole authority thing, I just fell asleep, and then
They weren't in it very much.
They weren't in it very much, but then it was just weird. And then the whole ifrit thing, I'm just like, what? I was really excited by them tracking Russell down in the hospital, creepy hospital thing, and all the shadows and the weird thing. That was a lot of fun to see, kind of in a haunted house type thing. And the whole Jessica and Tara thing is kind of fun, but I don't know. I wasn't as happy as I wanted to be this episode.
Okay. Kind of like Alcide. Yeah, I think I'd maybe give it a 6 too, I guess. Like the last minute and a half was completely crazy. Like all that weird shit that happened right at the end. Like the shootings and the Jesus' head and what? That was kind of awesome. But I'm not really a fan of the whole Jason flashback thing. The ifrit thing, not what I expected. I'm kind of not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like do they really need another supernatural being to be showing up at this point? Like, come on.
Exactly.
But parts of it were fun.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's kind of cool to see some creepy monster made of smoke, like, coming after you, like, but then...
Is that the thing that came out of Melisandre's vagina in Game of Thrones?
Or was it the Lost Monster?
Smoke
Just came
monster?
onto another set?
He's getting a lot of work these days. So yeah, I'd agree.
Okay.
About a 6. About a 6. So that makes us an average of 6. And yet again, we're not quite sure where next week will be and where the day will take us. But we'll do our best to be back to try to make sense of all this one more time. In the meantime, stay cool. Avoid people with guns and Obama masks.
That would be helpful.
And avoid the peach schnapps.
And don't light anyone on fire.
Don't light anyone on fire.
Or shoot them.
Or shoot them. That's not nice.
Good.
Bye!
Bark!